Here is my bad point. And I'm actually surprised someone else didn't think of this one, but it's been weighing on my mind now. Bro, it is Falcons whenever they are either in the final or a really big high-pressure playoff match. Because this team, this is why I can always tell who just hates Falcons for reasons outside of the server. Like the whole, but the 10 million or, well, you didn't win last year. Hey, but Sonic said in an interview 2 years ago. The reason I can tell who those people are is because, bro, you're not watching the games. Right up until the minute they either reach the final or a massive high-profile semi-final against an opponent that can really beat them, this team doesn't just do well, they destroy everyone! They actually just fucking smash everyone. They even have all the things everyone laughed at. They're here's the thing people keep telling me. People keep telling me Nico sucks. It's bro, that's actually one-offs that he sucks. He sucks in matches. He'll still have tournaments where he's a 1.2 rating player or 1.5. So they have games where they're 3 stars turn up and they just pile driver motherfuckers in the ground. Even, by the way, top teams. At this point, they've beaten almost everyone except Furia, basically. So you have this team that looks so close to winning. But at this point in time, this is why, by the way, I even bet on Furia in that final. Because, brother, if they are playing against a team that can close the game, this reminds me of Mouse Sports. You bet your house against this fucking Falcons team. And also, here's another thing. Along similar lines, if you are Monacy, there's good news and bad news. Good news is this isn't 2013. HLTV is going to give you a ton of MVPs in the finals. You're going to get EVPs at every event. The bad news is this. You probably should just be winning all these events, mate. You should just have 3-4 trophies in your back pocket. You could even win the fucking majors if it goes right. So I think my bad point is quite simple. Falcons in finals / close big series. What do you think, boys?
Yeah, I think this probably, it will overlap a little bit with my ugly, so I won't go too into it, but essentially, especially this last final, dude, if Kixan has a 1.30 rating, you cannot lose. You cannot lose. That cannot happen. It cannot just be one person here that's the problem. There's got to be something bigger. And it does seem like in any sort of game, there will just be one round where they just don't clear a spot for some weird reason. There always seems to be that one moment.
Oh, mate, as much as I make fun of people doing that meme with the radar, how many, you're giving them that fucking material, guys. Normal teams would have one of those. You have one every tournament, one of those radar screenshots. And they're real Hawker, they actually are real. Every time you see that, you're like, that does look unlosable. And then they lost it, don't you?
Yeah. And it even ends up being Monacy and Kixan were winning loads of clutches. Even Kixan was helping in the clutches. Yes. And so it's almost sometimes when an in-game leader has a performance that good, you almost are like, oh, the game must have been bad. But this was the opposite. It was I thought Kixan was a good in-game leader. I did not think he'd be a good fragger like this. No one thought that. So yeah, there's clearly something bigger going on with that. It's interesting. I guess we'll see in the major how it ends up going. I don't know if you can really. It's kind of hard to put your finger on because like we were saying, it can't just be one thing. I guess on the upside, Monacy is starting to really nail that 1,000-yard stare holding the MVP up. He's
it's people meme. He really is. Listen, we only meant your style of players simple. You're just following his exact career path beat for beat with Edward and Zeus in your team. You fuck with. What are we doing?
Yeah. And the other problem is, as we were sort of saying, there are teams that are super clutch at the top. Furia have just shown it. Vitality, I'm still saying, Vitality, if they get back to any sort of decent level, they will become a super clutch team. For sure. Again. I actually think the only issue they have is their team play is looking kind of bad. Maybe some of their players are slightly out of shape. They could easily get back to that. So it makes it look especially bad when there are a couple of top teams that are really clutch and you are the opposite. It makes the contrast is even worse for you. What we need is the Falcons Mouse final. That's what we need.
Yeah, no, by the way, unironically you do, because then one person has to win. That's actually, by the way, that is a real phenomenon in sports and esports. That if you get, in StarCraft, they're called Kongs, the people who come second every time. The joke is, in history, a lot of the people who were the Kongs did win the title by just playing another Kong in the final. Because then the logic is, well, someone has to win. It's like the joke of, Nico and Simple both had never won a major. That's why when they both met in that major final, I was like, well, at least we've taken care of that, boys. You can't both fucking lose, so someone's getting it. Go on, Maui, what do you think?
Well, I would just say that I would hesitate to speak too much about it in case it encroaches on Hawka's ugly. Because I mean, is it about Nico?
It's mainly about Nico, yeah.
Okay. Well, I'll try to stick away from that for this one then, because I mean, regarding the other aspects of Falcons, when they've gone deeper into tournaments, I feel like there was like, for example, at Kyosuke's debut, I remember just like he was just the best player, and it was just like it was missing so much from everybody else. I'd say that Monesi kind of had he ramped up into the year a lot, so now we're getting the best form of him. And then I feel like some of what made Tessis an exciting player for the first 6 months of Falcons this year has sort of gone away too. I can't really speak on Kicksan at all. Like, I actually think he did everything he possibly could have in this finals. I don't even think, like, thinking about the calls pretty specifically, I don't remember too many aspects where he made seriously bad reads or bad calls. Like, I don't really watch too many Falcons games at the end and say to myself, Jesus, they were completely outcalled. Like, even the Melbourne Grand Finals, Kicksan made some insane calls that I still remember in terms of conditioning and then playing off of how Vitality was going to rotate or maybe stack a side or, you know, play a strong side based off of the previous calls and what worked for Falcons. So I feel like the variance is actually there. I even think the game planning for Falcons throughout most of the Grand Finals was pretty good. I mean, I feel like they rightly identified how they should probably be attacking Fallen in a lot of the situations, and even how they should be attacking Vitality in the semifinals, just even some of the positions and how they were fighting against them. So I can't really even get mad at him. So I guess that just leads us to Haka's ugly point.
We'll go there in a second, because first of all, boys, if you want to speak about having events in Asia, the most popular player in Asia, bizarrely, is Nico. Like, everywhere I see it's like Nico. Everyone's all like, fucking, like, people think those are just like astroturfed, like faked mum. No, like, that's real. Like, it's why they use them on all the posters. Same in Middle East for some bizarre reason. So normally I would say, obviously Nico has crazy aura, but actually he has fuck all aura when he's in these finals at the moment, mate. He has negative aura. So what he needs is this. He needs to get aura frames, just like I've got them, because then what he'll be able to do is think about it. I'm sure in those moments, this is how sports psychology works, boys. I'm Thorin Roble. Think about it. I'm the third Roble. And basically, what they do is they teach you like how to like anchor to, you know, a feeling of like feeling calm or you're in control. And that way, if you ever feel like you're losing control and things are getting away from you, you can like return to the right memory and the right feeling and the sensation, so that within your mind, you recreate an environment in which you can perform at your best. So basically, that's why an aura frames would be awesome for Nico, because he could fill it with all his best memories. He could have all those blasts that weren't prestige events. Tell you what, fucking dominate those. If it was about, if being the GOAT was about winning blast tournaments, and fucking this guy would be goated. He'd be way too good. He'd be just winning them all, wouldn't he? Blast merchant, some would say. Then you have all this, except in the finals with Falcons now, and then you have all the fucking teams he was in. You could have all the different IGLs. He could go, that guy was overrated. He was just finished, so I didn't even give him a chance. He could go, oh, shut up. He could even say that at the screen. You could see a picture of fucking Nexus. Shut up. Just remind it, because you can even play video. If you didn't know, you can have up to 30 seconds of video within, which actually sometimes catches me off, because I think I'm looking at an image and then it moves and I'm like, is this some AI demon? What the fuck is that? Oh shit, that was a video. Yeah, I forgot. Oh fuck, I forgot to put a video in there. It's like the eyes are following me around the room. They've got it. By the way, on a serious note, it's actually super easy. This is actually one of the best products we have, in my opinion, as a sponsor, is Aura Frames, because they are super easy to set up. They have unlimited free photos and video. All you need is the app and Wi-Fi. You can preload photos before it ships, by the way. So if you're buying it for like your grandma or your girlfriend or something, or somebody who's just not tech savvy or doesn't know about this sort of thing, you can set up all the photos that are in there, so they get it and it's like that. Then you can have remote access. So say they are someone who's like a boomer and doesn't know tech, as long as they have Wi-Fi and you set it up for them, you can load in your most recent photos. So that could just be what you're up to, so they feel part of your life. That could be if you have a kid or a family or something. They get to see how your life's going. They get to have experience with other members of their family. I think it's just a bag of product in general. Also, at the moment, it comes with a gift box included, a premium gift box with no price tag comes with it. You can just upload straight from your phone. So, as you can see on the screen, Aura is the perfect holiday gift, and for a limited time, visit auraframes.com and get $45 off Aura's best-selling Carver mat frames by using promo code S&B, all one word, at checkout. That's AURA frames.com, promo code S&B. This exclusive Black Friday Cyber Monday deal is their best of the year, so order now before it ends and support our show by mentioning us at checkout. Terms and conditions apply. Also, it is technically, as far as I know, mainly for US, UK, and Canada. But if you are in those regions, regions, which are the Anglosphere, and speaking English at this point, they got the call, unless you're one of those people who's just listening to hear what I say about Fallen then and here on me on Twitter, in which case, Corral Hall, you just don't get one. You can just remember all the memories yourself of things I did or didn't say. Thank you, Tora Frames. Shout out to Nico.
More cool, funny, interesting clips based on topics from my content? Well, subscribe to this channel then, or, be a pleb and don't.